Barbeau on Intros with Kato. Today, Alexis, how are you?
I'm very good, and you?
I'm good, thank you. Are you all ready for Christmas?
Yeah, I'm ready. I have all my gifts for my parents and my friends, so yeah.
That's good. So Alexis is from Montreal, Quebec. He's in Sec 4, which for those of you who aren't familiar with how the Quebec juvenile system is, that would be grade 10 for to equate it to the rest of high school. Sec 5 is grade 11, which is when they end, and then most of them either go to a prep school or go to into the CEGEP system. So just letting people know how that works. So grade 10. Alexis is a slot back. He does also play wide receiver at times. He's 6'3.5", which we are intrigued about. 160 pounds, and he goes to College Saint-Jean-Vinay. And so we're gonna just ask Alexis, how did you get started in football, and just give us a little bit about the history of your career.
Yeah, when I was younger, I played a lot of sports with my friends, like soccer, basketball, baseball, like basic sports. But I never played like in a team. But when I arrived to high school, then I saw football. I was like really interested about it because I thought this was more challenging to play a new sport. So I tried football, and I really fell in love with this sport. Like, yeah.
And have you always played slot back, or did you play any other positions?
No, I start my football career like at halfback position, and after I play linebacker, safety. But it's my first year at the slot position.
Okay. And how do you like it?
I really like it. Like when I start football, it was my dream position to play receiver because it was the only one that I know when I start. So I can say that I reached my goal to play a receiver. So I'm very happy about it.
Are there any pro players that you look up to at that position?
Not at that position, but for sure I have a pro player that I like more. I like Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Like I can recognize myself a little bit into this player, like with his shape, that the way that he move on the field, and yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I was just going to ask you if you modeled your play after any player. So there he is, Lamar Jackson. What type of coaching do you respond best to?
The type of coaching that I have now, I think, is the best for me because I I don't like when my coach acts like a babysitter and treat me like a baby. I need like when my coach treat me like a football player, and I like when he give me feedback because I take it and I put it in my toolbox for like my next practice or my next game. So yeah, I need a coach tell me the real things.
And how are you if they kind of get in your face and start yelling a little bit? How are you with that?
Um, Sometimes I'm a little bit scared because like he's a part of my family, so when he's mad I think like I did something wrong, so I try to do my best to make him happy after, but he don't yell a lot of time.
What during the season, in a typical season, what's your favorite part about football?
There's one part of I love the most is when it's before the game. We do a small group and we walk through the field with some music and get it hype, and when that happens I can like really feel the team spirit of my football team, and I really like it. Of course, awesome. I like to be on the field and play, but the before the game is very fun too.
That's a team tradition of yours?
Yeah.
What were your goals for this season, or what would they have been if there was a season? And since the pandemic, how have those changed now that football season technically would have been ended?
Yeah, like you say, if there's a season, like my biggest goal and goal of my team is just to play the season, all our game, and for sure win the win after. But I think my personal goal is to be recognized more by the coach of CEGEP and university.
And what did your off season look like?
My off season is not very lazy. Like always training. I'm going running outside even if it's raining or there's snow outside. I have a gym in my basement, so I'm training always. I have a personal coach. I'm training with first team. So yeah, I train a lot during my off season to be ready for the next season.
So it's probably a bit too soon for you yet, but maybe not. How has the recruiting process been for you? And if it hasn't started, what are you looking forward to the most for that?
I don't know if the same thing in Ontario, but in Quebec, the coaches cannot talk to player that in secondary 4. They can only talk in player that in secondary 5. So,
Okay.
but I still received like 2 offer. I received an offer of CJEP of Shawinigan,
Mhm.
and I received an invitation like offer of the Queen's University at Toronto that I'm very happy of.
Mhm.
But I hope I will receive an offers from André Grasset College. That's a D1 CJEP, and my dad talking about the CJEP since like I'm a kid. So uh, I will be very happy if I can play for this CJEP. Also for CNDF CJEP, but
Mhm.
my biggest dream is play for Penn State University later. But yeah,
Okay. That's awesome. Why Penn State? Why do you like them?
because I already trained with Malik Mega. I don't know if you know him. It's
Yep.
the yeah. So he talked to me about Penn State, and I start my research about this school, and I'm very interested about it. And they have the program of my future career that I want to have. So yeah,
Okay. And what is that? What do you want to do?
I wish I can be a lawyer.
Okay. So you want to go into law school.
Yeah,
All right. That's a pretty hefty goal.
yeah.
Good luck. I hope that goes well.
Thank you.
What what do you think so along those lines, you said you want to go to law school. What are you looking for in a future school, like in terms of the academics, but also maybe in terms of the where it's at, and the kind of culture that the school has? What are you hoping that your future school will have?
Um, I don't want to go to school and feel like it's a work to go to school. I want to go to school and feel like I'm in my family with my friends. Like that's what I feel with at Saint Jean Vianney. So I hope my future school, I will have some friends at it. I will have fun when I'm going to school, and always happy when I'm study. So yeah.
How do you deal with performance expectations? So, what either other people see you doing on the field or off, or what you expect from yourself?
I always try to give my 100% on the field, like not just on the field, but at home at practice. I try to get ready for the game. Like I'm training all the week with my teammates at home at my gym, so I don't have any pressure before my game because I always feeling that I'm ready for this game and not ready. So yeah.
What do you feel about peer pressure or people around you? Do you surround yourself with like-minded people who think the same as you and have similar goals? And how do you deal with the people that may want to pull you away from those goals?
I think there's sometimes for the sports, for school, for work, and for have fun. So I have my friends for my sports, like my teammates from sports, and I have my friends like for party and hang out at the weekend. So I'm able to balance my time of my sports and study, and after when I have finished my sport and studying and work, then I have some extra time. I'm going out.
Where do you hope football is going to take you?
I really hope I can play like the longest time I can. So I hope I can play to university and maybe in the NFL. I know it's a minority of people can play in the NFL, but I hope I can play in the NFL. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of Canadians right now in the NCAA, and a lot that are, playing at a really high
Yeah.
level. So I think that that goal doesn't seem so unattainable now. I think you can really reach for that.
Yeah. But I know I need to train a lot and be serious at school and have some good grades. So yeah.
Well, we're gonna finish off with a few more fun questions. So I'm going to ask you a question, and you can just answer whatever the answer is that first comes to your mind, or you're going to say which one you prefer over the other, that type of thing. Okay.
Okay.
What are you watching on Netflix?
Now there's nothing very I watch on Netflix because I already all watch during the pandemic, but I think I did watch Stranger Things again like a few days ago. So yeah.
What's on your music playlist?
On my music playlist, there's a lot of rap and like popular song, but now I'm listening. Wait, I can give you one like music. Remind Me to Forget. That was the last music that I heard yesterday.
Okay. Do you prefer dogs or cats?
Cat. I have a cat at home.
If you could have only one video game, what would it be?
I will say Madden. Yeah, for sure, Madden.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah, hot dog is a sandwich. Yeah,
Why?
because they're like the bread and the meat. So and with the sauce. So yeah, that why it can be a sandwich. And for you, the hot dog, is it a sandwich?
You know, I'm split because, like you, it is between two pieces of bread, but it's not really. A hot dog is in its own category because it's not really, in my mind, a piece of food.
Oh, okay.
It's like an artificial material that is sitting
Yeah.
between two pieces of meat. And so I don't know if it's a sandwich or anything. It's just a hot dog that's a bit gross.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you kick the single to tie the game or do you go for two to win the game?
I'm going for 2. Yeah.
There's no football on TV. What other sport are you watching? If you're even watching another sport.
Yeah, basketball. Yeah, basketball is really interesting to watch at TV.
Okay. Who's winning a fight between Spider-Man and Batman?
I think it's Batman because he's clearly powerful than Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man has some skinny arms like me, but Batman have like big arms and muscle. So yeah.
If you met a genie who offered you 3 wishes, what are those 3 wishes? And you can't ask for more wishes.
Okay. First wishes I will say to always being the number one player in every team I will be, so I can reach my dream to go to the NFL. My second dream I will say to always be happy with what I have. And finally, I will say that's a good question.
Anything in the world. You could have anything.
Yeah, to be millionaire.
Only a millionaire? $1 million doesn't get you much
Okay, billionaire,
nowadays.
like billionaire. Okay.
All right, Alexis, those are great answers. Thanks for taking the time on we're probably in your Christmas break now. So Merry Christmas and good luck in your off season. And then next year, we'll definitely be keeping our eye on you and
Thank you.
keep your film and everything up to date. Don't forget to go on to CanadaFootballChat.com under the prospect search on the menu tab on the homepage. There's a link that says submit your player profile. You can submit all your information onto that, and it's a big free database for coaches and other players and everybody to look, and that's kind of like your player profile. So make sure that you fill that out and get all your information in there.
Good. Thank you to give me all your time. So I'm very happy about it.
Okay, take care. Thank you.
Looking for more exclusive Canadian recruiting content? Become a CFC Insider Gold or Silver member today for access to rankings, analysis, and the latest recruiting news from across the country.